Good morning, this is DCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV. It's time for the Main Street Report, and with me I have Katherine Hayes this morning. Kind of an eventful, this weekend and last weekend as well for us.
Oh yes, it has been quite a busy time with no rest for Troy Main Street over the past 2 weeks. So last weekend, obviously, we had the Lincoln Funeral Train. Huge success. We estimate 13,000 to 15,000 people walked through that train.
What crowds?
Oh my gosh. You know, it's funny. A lot of people told us they drove by and saw a long line. I have to say, I'm pretty proud. The line was never longer than an hour and a half. So yes, it's long, but that's about how long you'd wait for a roller coaster too. So, you know, I think it was pretty good. And then I also heard when the train was in Paynesville, they actually had lines that were 2.5 hours long. So
wow.
That would have been a little crazy.
Yeah, but there were other things that they could do while they were waiting.
Absolutely.
The reenactments.
Yeah.
Get your selfie taken if you hadn't done it yet with Abraham Lincoln
Yes.
and the modern man.
And I'll tell you what, we had so much good feedback about the train. I mean, from visitors. We had people from over 18 states. There was a couple here that had friends in from England that came to see the train.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was a pretty global reach with this train right here in Little Troy, Ohio.
Another amazing event that we had. This weekend is no different either.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we've been calling it Super Saturday in our office building. So we are right in the middle of the walk is gathering at the Miami County Courthouse. That's the walk to end Alzheimer's. The farmers market is well underway this morning, and we are right in the middle of setup for Taste of Troy, which begins at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
So there's nothing going on.
Yeah, just a few things. And then also Second Story Secrets tonight.
Yeah, at 4 o'clock, and that runs till 8 o'clock, so you can pick up your tickets at the Mayflower. And then I'm sure you're definitely going to hear and see the Waco planes flying overhead.
The
this is their
Waco fly-in
yeah,
weekend. Yes.
So just another great addition to what's happening here.
So, catch your breath and then take off because there's plenty to do.
Yes.
Now, you brought someone in with you, Tim Wells from the Mayflower Arts Center this morning.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have seen him around downtown. He's always standing on the roof of the Mayflower when things are happening, checking the scene out. So, Tim, tell us a little bit about, what are you doing here in Troy? What's your connection to the Mayflower, and how did you get here?
Well, I'm an artist out of Michigan, and artists tend to do what's called artist residencies,
Okay.
where we go out of our studio and try to go to an area and focus on things and the work we're working on. And I saw Mayflower had posted an opportunity for artists in residence, so I applied for it, was accepted, so I've been here since July and really been enjoying my time here. Getting out of your own studio and having a chance to build a whole new studio is a nice chance to focus on work and break out of old habits and routines.
Sounds good. So tell us a little bit about your studio. Is there a specific media that you focus on, or do you kind of cover everything?
I kind of cover everything. I'm primarily a photographer, but I also do installation art, which is anything from doing chalk on sidewalks to nature trails and things such as that. But also up in the studio at Mayflower, I have a digital lab set up in one area and a wet lab in another, so I'm doing paintings and drawings and stuff, as well as photography up on the roof, as you said. I was up on the roof watching the concerts.
That's really cool. So tell us, did you know anything about Troy before you came here? Had you ever heard of it?
Not particularly. I lived in Dayton about 30 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with the area, but this isn't my chance to come back to Dayton and see things a little differently.
Yeah, so what do you think of Troy so far?
I love it. Living in the Mayflower has been great. Like I said, on farmer market days, I can come out the front door, go over and get food for the week, tomatoes and corn and all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Get Winans for coffee, all things downtown. I rarely have to get my car and go anywhere. I just hang out downtown all the time.
I was going to say, I'm a downtown resident too, and that's one of my favorite things, is that you can walk out your front door and just be in the middle of everything.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think I touch my car more than once a week anymore, because I can just get everything right downtown, and it's less than a 2-block walk away.
Yep.
So.
And the noises are great too.
I was going to say, I was just thinking about that. It gets a little noisy on the weekends. You can hear people walking home, but it's pretty fun.
It's also nice at night, just sitting out there and watching everyone. Just downtown is just alive 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
It is truly alive 24 hours a day in downtown Troy.
So, Tim, how long are you with us here in Troy?
Probably till the end of October.
Oh, wow.
That's the current plan.
Sounds good. So obviously being an artist, one of the things we do with Troy Main Street is we do have a designed committee, and what we look at is building the aesthetics of our downtown, because you really want it to be that beautiful environment that you can walk through. There's always something to see at each block that keeps you moving and keeps you exploring. So can you give us any little tips or suggestions of, how can we make downtown even more beautiful?
Well, that's a tough one because it's such a nice town. Because like I said, I can walk a block down and walk along the river and have a nice quiet time on the river, or come down and hit some of the bars and restaurants to dinner. And if you want noise and people, there's really not a whole lot. Like you said, you really get in your car when you're here. It's just there's everything down here. It would be nice to see the arts more embraced. I mean, there's always a great turnout for the sidewalk events and the concerts. But as a fine artist, I'm looking for more opportunities for people to experience and expand into the visual arts and performing arts a little more than what we see on the streets right now.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll have to take that into account as we do our planning for next year. Because we do have that wonderful stage, and I think we primarily use it for music. But I think you're right. It would be cool to see some dance or some other kind of visual performance besides just music.
Yeah, because obviously the community supports it. I mean, like you said, with the 15,000 people coming to the train, the concert turnouts are always great. I mean, there is obviously a community in the area that loves the arts and just like to see more of it going on here. Just like as you pull into, just driving down Main Street, sign says, visit historic downtown Troy for our shopping and dining. But where's the arts in there?
Right. That's a great question. So is your studio located at the Mayflower Art Center? Are people able to stop by and see what you have going on? Or? Yep,
I have the studio. It's up on the second floor. It's also my apartment-run living. And it will be part of the second story's tour.
Oh, so come back at 4 o'clock to see what he has going on.
Yep. And then this afternoon during the Taste of Troy, I'm going to be outside with some of my work as well and promoting some art classes I'm teaching at the Mayflower as well.
That sounds great. So Tim, do you have a website or anything in addition that people can kind of get a hold of you if they have any questions or just want to see what you have going on?
Yep, it's timothywells.com is my website, and my email is tim@timothywells.com.
Well, that sounds great. We are so lucky to have you. I know when Lisa first told us about the Artist in Residence program, I think you're exactly right. It's a great way to start building that fine arts in our community, because when you have a strong fine arts community, it really builds a stronger community, and you have kids that are a lot more successful because they can explore that creative side.
Yep.
So thank you so much for being here in Troy and helping us explore and expand our own opportunities.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for being here as well. Catherine, is there anything else other than come downtown and enjoy today?
I was going to say, it's hard for me to think beyond today. Just keep an eye out. We've got our shop hop at the end of September. And then I think the next big thing for us will be the Hometown Halloween Parade in October.
It's coming up fast.
It is.
All right. Thank you so much. This has been the Main Street Report with Katherine Hayes. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV on TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com.